Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I have my old assistant here, Carly Fisher, here today with me. So she was actually my second assistant of, I feel like the 5 that I've had now. You were with me for about 2 years.
About 2 years.
But now you're doing your own thing. You're doing amazing on like social media and like doing your own little like tutorials on yourself. Honestly, like her makeup is so beautiful. Check her out at Carly Fisher on Instagram. So I did a coral monochromatic look, which I haven't done in such a long time. So if you guys wanna see how I create this look, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and continue to watch. I think your lips look a little dry. You want to put a little bit of lip balm on?
I would love to.
Okay, here you go.
Can we do it?
Here. Yeah, here you go. Let me get you a little brushy brush.
This is my favorite lip balm.
It's a lip mask doll.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna start off by putting a little bit of a eyeshadow primer onto your eyelids. So the first shade I'm using, so this is the shade Roasted Caramel. So this is from the Laura Lee Candy Skies palette. I feel like it's a palette full of pastels. What?
I didn't mean to.
So, you guys, Carly has the giggles, and you know, like once you start giggling, you just can't stop.
Just
kidding. Now you're trying to hold your breath.
I know.
Okay.
Okay, it's not funny.
I'm using this Makeup by Ariel eyeshadow brush and really just elongating the eyes. All right, so I'm gonna be using a peach cream now. So this is like a really like a lighter orange. So I'm gonna just put that lighter shade just like right all over into the crease and just diffuse it up into the brow bone. I'm gonna take a little wipe and just clean and kind of shape the eyes to how I want. Now I'm gonna use the shade Sunset, and I'm just gonna put this just like right onto the center of the eye. Since you were honestly like one of the first, no, you were my second assistant ever, so.
Yeah, I was second or third.
Uh-huh.
And now they're, you know, it was Jen and now it's Liv. And
Wait, so how old were you when you started assisting me?
I think I was 19.
Okay, and you were still living at home. You were still like living with your mom and your dad.
Yeah, and so
like,
that was like an ideal situation when you're assisting, I feel like, because it's just so unpredictable, but it's like literally the best.
You assisted a few other artists.
Yeah, I did. I assisted a couple people before you, but it wasn't anything like assisting you. Like with you, I was like, oh, okay, it's Patrick Ta. I'm gonna clear my schedule, and that was my job for like those 2 years that we worked together.
We worked together almost every day.
Yeah, almost every day. And
but like, what type of jobs was I doing back then? I was working like I don't even remember who my clients were back then.
Your clients, you were always working with Olivia and like Jenna Dewan.
Mm-hmm.
I just remember always doing like World of Dance with Jenna and Chrissy and Shay.
Yeah, Shay.
Those were like the main girls back then. Oh yeah, you were doing Ariana.
Were you with me when I was with like the Kardashians a lot, or?
Oh, also yeah, you were doing Courtney all the time.
For the lash line, I want to use the shade Mother, and Mother is like a kind of beautiful brick red. What are your favorite shades from the palette? You don't know the names?
I don't remember the names, but I like always. Oh, he's like, oh.
I feel like as you get older now, you're a lot more confident in like who you are and like what you do, and
for sure.
The type of
what happened?
Sorry, the type of makeup that you do, because like you do very natural makeup, and I feel like you really like started working on your social media and like doing more like just content on yourself. I want to show you guys how to apply foundation using this CoverFX custom application brush. So there's 3 wells in it, so I'm gonna spray foundation into one well, moisturizer into one well, and then a little bit of oil into the last well. By mixing all of these together, so I'm just gonna go ahead and tapping the product all over, and then really just blending this into the skin. I love mixing moisturizers with my foundations because I just really feel like that it gives the most natural, flawless finish where it just leaves your skin super glowy, super dewy, and it leaves your foundation looking like skin. So this brush makes that application look so much easier. You can just easily just blend this underneath your eyes and dispersing the product super evenly throughout the skin. So I love that this brush allows you to have a really beautiful natural finish. Okay, for contour doll, do you ever use my contour products? I don't ever see you using my contour products.
Pull up my Instagram. I've been using them on everyone.
Really?
Yeah.
So this is my major sculpt in the shade She Sculpted. And I'm gonna apply this first. I always like to apply contour before I apply concealer. Just like right into the hollows of the cheekbones, just in really pressing motions. I wanna kind of bronze up Carly's face because like the eyes are such like of a sun-kissed, beautiful, like orange. I'm gonna bring a little bit of warmth back into the skin and really just go in pressing motions. Okay, let's talk about all the times that you feel like you messed up when you worked with me. I remember one time you were driving and you definitely hit my car.
Okay, well,
I think, did you hit my car or did someone, did this one bump into us?
We were driving up a canyon and I have a little Honda Civic, by the way, and Patrick at the time had a Range Rover, and you know, that's like a bit bigger than a Honda Civic. So we're driving up a canyon and Patrick goes like, like, oh! And I was like, what? And you're like, you just hit that person's mirror. I was like, no, I didn't. And he was like convinced that I did. And apparently I tapped someone's mirror that was parked on this. Are they gonna come find me now somehow? So this just makes me sound so bad, but I was 19 when I first started assisting Patrick, so I had a fake ID.
As we all did.
As we all did.
When we were working with Courtney, we had to go through a bunch of security, like the security to her house, the security to like through her neighborhood. And you had your fake ID, but not knowingly, you gave them your fake ID instead of your real ID. Yeah,
I just kind of confidently like handed them my ID, and it was not my name, by the way, it was a different name.
But you were so confused, you're like, that's me. Well, so I'm gonna bake underneath the eyes now. When I had my fake ID, like I would go to Starbucks sometimes, and like sometimes I used to like want my name to be Britain, and I would change my name for my coffee drink. But then, as they would call my name Britain, I would forget that I changed my name. So like I would just be there like waiting for my coffee. So I probably like when they were saying, what's your fake ID name? Jordan. They're like, Jordan. You're like, who's that? You're
Wait, first of all, that's really funny.
All right, so I'm gonna apply some blush just right onto the apples of the cheeks. I'm using Do We Know Her from my Major Headlines collection. This color looks so pretty on you.
It's my favorite out of your blushes.
Really? So now I'm gonna use the cream just on a beauty blender and just gonna apply this on top of the powder because I want the cheeks to still be glowy and for it to really just like melt the powder the powder blush into the skin. So I'm gonna go in with the Powerflex mascara. So this mascara is definitely volumizing. It also is really lengthening. I like to kind of wiggle product from the base of the lash working my way to the very end. It just like it makes the eyelashes look like they're extensions, and I feel like I love that it has this like comb, so you can really just like kind of separate each lash as you go. I really love that beautiful like twinkly lash look. I always like to apply mascara right before I apply any lashes as well. What's really cool about this mascara is that it's like dual-sided, so there's a little comb and there's a little brush, so it really it kind of hugs the lashes to really like give you like an even application. I'm gonna put on some lashes and I'll be right back. So now I'm gonna apply my Major Brow Lamination Gel, and I think you've tried this product before, right?
Yes.
And what are your thoughts?
This is my favorite.
It makes the application a little bit easier, right?
Oh yeah, and I needed like a really good brow gel because my hair is so like thick and not a lot of products hold it up.
Yeah, so like when you apply this on, you really want to just coat the whole entire brow hair with this. And once like the product gets a little bit tacky, you can start kind of forming its shape and kind of moving the product where you want it. So I'm gonna put a little bit of this eyeshadow just like right underneath the eyes, just to kind of tie in the color. I'm gonna put it just right onto like the outer end of the bottom lash line. So now I'm gonna use the Cover FX Custom Enhancer Palette. So I'm using the pink shade first just to put onto the apples of the cheeks, just to give it like a little bit of a rosy flush to it. So this is like super pigmented, and the best way to apply it is by like using like the heat of your fingers and just like melting it into your skin. So like the powder can actually just look like it's coming from within. So I'm gonna put a little bit more on with a brush just to have a little bit more of like a even application. I'm gonna put a little bit just right into the center of the eyelids as well. So now I'm gonna have you apply your own lipstick, just because, again, guys, she's a makeup artist. She can do it herself.
Oh my gosh.
While she does that, I'm gonna put a little bit of my brow product into my eyebrows.
You wore that the other night, right?
I wore this the other night, and honestly, I put it on at 8 a.m. And I didn't come home, I didn't touch up until I think midnight, and my eyebrows were still intact. It was wild.
I know. They looked so good.
It was actually my first time doing like a wear test for my products on social media. I thought it was like, I was like honestly like thoroughly impressed with myself.
I mean, it just holds. Like it's just so long lasting. It's very impressive.
It's definitely long wear. Just, I'm gonna apply She's Secure just right into the center. This is my all over balm in the shade She's Glossy. I'm gonna put this just like right onto the high points of the cheekbones, a little bit onto the peak of the forehead. And I'm gonna finish off with a little bit of a dewy milk mist.
I genuinely just like, these are my favorite products.
Really?
I swear, I'm a little biased, but I'm not. I'm being truthful. Like, this is my favorite glow product because it just looks like skin. Like
it like kind of like melts everything into your skin, and it allows like just like your natural, like I think, glow to shine. So even though you've been looking yourself in the monitor the whole entire time, this is the final look.
Oh my god, that's so pretty. You just make everyone look like perfect.
So that is the finished look. I honestly love it. I feel like I love how glowy the skin is, even though like it plays into like this like kind of sunset corally like summer eye. I really wanted to bring a little bit of color to the eyes but make it wearable. So by using like kind of like similar like more like sun-kissed natural colors like this coral, I feel like this color is very wearable. It's very summer.
Yeah.
I bronzed you up a little bit. What do you think?
I am obsessed with it. Coral is, like I said, like they're my go-to, like on clients and myself. So this is, I mean,
yeah, your skin.
And you've never done my makeup before.
I've never, so it's so crazy. So obviously, I guess I do Olivia's makeup all the time now. Ever since quarantine, I've been doing Olivia's makeup like almost, God, I use it for everything. But like when you worked with me, I never did your makeup, and you have such beautiful skin. You have like glass skin. Honestly, is it better than Olivia's? Oh, just kidding.
You shave.
Yep. If you guys want to see more videos, please let me know what type of videos you guys want to see in the comments below. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It will mean a lot to me. I will see you guys next time.